What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Seth the Line Surgeon. And, you already know what time it is. Tipsy Talk. Alright people, as you can see, I'm in my trailer because it's raining. I was planning to paint today. I was hoping to at least get my whole trailer painted black because I gotta go out and do some work tomorrow and I didn't want to look crazy. And that's kind of an understatement. I've been driving around with this big hunk of wood on my trailer all these weeks, and I'm talking about I don't want to look crazy, but yeah, I didn't want to be half painted black, half brown, or whatever. I said I could at least get, if I could at least get the wood painted, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's gonna rain today, it's gonna rain tomorrow. I'm on probably wait till Sunday. Hopefully it don't rain Friday, it don't rain Saturday. Let it sit. Sunday, I'll be out here grinding. I'm supposed to do a seed and aeration job. If it's raining real good tomorrow, I probably won't do that. I probably wait till Friday, but I can't paint. But what I did do is I did do some work in here. So let me say this right quick. I said I was going to talk about the people leaving comment. Y'all got to understand, bro. My conscience be saving y'all sometimes, bro. Some people leave comments, bro. Cause I'm not the one that, y'all know me, I'm a laid back guy. I'm not the one to get upset about if you say ignorant stuff. I know that that's just, you know, you got a small IQ. But the people that I know that are smart, cause I know a lot of my subscribers are smart. And they try to say things. If you had measured correctly, you know, it wouldn't be off. Or if you had did this correctly, blah blah blah. Like, you must not know the background of this trailer. And so that's what this Tipsy Talk is going to be about. It's going to be explaining to y'all the background of this trailer. Because number one, I wasn't building it from scratch. If you have subscribed for me, at least since 2015, you'll know where these walls come from. Why are these walls one color and these walls another color? Because these walls have been here since 2015. So, where was I going with this? Anywho. Let me drink some of my thinking juice. Bird dog. I mean, by now y'all should know. Bird dog. I'm going to show y'all a little patchwork I did at the end. Right now I'm going to give y'all a little history on my trailer. If y'all followed me ever since the very beginning, y'all would know I had a 5x8 trailer with wood sides. And then in 2015, I got this 7x16 trailer for a heck of a deal. I'm gonna put some clips of the day that I got that trailer. I'm gonna make, once I get it all finished and worked up, show the transformation type video. Anywho, I kind of got a funny story about how when I first got the trailer, and everybody has a learning curve. I don't know everything. In the business, when I first started lawn care, I didn't realize there was residential and commercial lawnmowers. I thought it was just lawnmowers. You know, you got to learn someday, right? So anywho, So like I said, in 2013, I had got a trailer. It was a 5x8. And the walls were only like a foot tall, right? And so I said I needed some taller walls. So I went to Lowe's, got some plywood, cut it in half, and I built 2-foot walls, right? Boom. 2-foot walls served me well. So when I got this trailer, I'm like, bro, these, I'm already ahead of the game. I already have 2-foot walls right here. I don't really need wood. So I thought, y'all already know where the story is going. So, right when I got the trailer, I got a call from a customer, and they was like, oh yeah, me and my dad, we loaded up some leaves on the side of the street. It was a whole rack of leaves too. And we just need you to pick them up and haul them away. It was like on the curb, and I was like, cool. Boom, gave him a price, went out. Mind you, this is when I had my full-time job. I was working part-time, so I think I had worked that morning, and then that evening, I went out and got her leaves up. So it was in the evening time, so I had to work all the way until it was like dark. I literally finished when it was dark. Now, in my mind, I said, well, I got 2-foot walls, so I could fill this bad boy all the way up, which I did. I filled it up to the 2-foot wall height. I filled it all the way up from the front, all the way almost to the back, just enough room to get my Craftsman yard vac on my trailer. Then I said, all right, I had a big old tarp. I tarped it like I usually do with my 5x8 trailer. I fill it up and I tarp it. But the difference was, with my 5x8 trailer, it was wood sides. This trailer had mesh sides, holes. So, needless to say, I had a 30-minute drive home, and by the time I got home, literally all my leaves were gone. Like, if I had to give you a percentage, I would say like I had 25% of the leaves that I put on there left. Literally, all the leaves was gone with the wind. So I'm like, oops. So that's what led me to say, maybe I need to get some walls. So I bought a whole 4-foot, 4x8 pieces of plywood, and I put it on here. And then I put it on that side, and I had to cut the piece for the front 7-foot. So, what I'm trying to say is, when people say, oh, if you had measured it to size, or if you had did this and that, when I put these walls on, I wasn't planning to have a roof. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't planning to have a roof. So, I was just building the walls up so I can load leaves in the front, put a tarp over it, and haul it. You get what I'm saying? So, that's kind of to answer those comments. Why it's not exactly perfect. I'm kind of working with what I got. Like I said, I basically had this already here. I had bolted this to the trailer. These boards right here are bolted to the trailer. And I'm gonna go over the details of the things that I did to attach it to the trailer, the roof, and secure it and whatnot in a second. But that's that. I know a lot of y'all might ask, why did I build the roof? So let me explain that. When I was using my Astro van to haul this trailer, with this half a roof, it was fine because the Astro van, number one, it was a van, so it had a lot more storage room than it does my truck. I could throw a whole bunch of junk in there. It was kind of like a little mobile shop. I had all kinds of tools in that bad boy. So, and then also with the van, it wasn't my main vehicle. It wasn't my personal vehicle. My truck is not only my work vehicle, but it's my personal vehicle. So what happens is, if I have to go out of town on a vacation or a trip with my family, like I was saying, sorry, I had to switch memory card. If I got to go on a trip out of town with my family, right? I would have to like take all my lawn care stuff out of the back of my truck, put it in my shed and whatnot, and it's just a hassle. You know what I mean? The van, it was two separate work vehicles. I want to work up to the point where I have two separate work vehicles again. Like I said, I'm about to sell the van. That deal I was selling the van went through, so I'm about to post it for sale. If anybody wants it. Yeah. And then the other thing was the fact of now that I have a truck, I can't really use it as a truck. Like if I need to put limbs or stuff in the back of it, I can't really do that because it It's raining. Rocky over here in the rain. Come over here. He over there in the rain. Anywho, yeah, I can use it as a truck, and so, and that's another thing. So hypothetically, you know, let's do a hypothetical this setup, right? So, you know, shout out to Sean Spencer, Spencer's Lawn Care. He had, I just saw a video of a thing I'm thinking about getting, where it's like a tarp that's on the back of your bed of your truck. Put it in there, once you put a load of stuff in there, and it'll haul off leaves. You know, I mean not leaves, but rocks. I think in the advertisement it says that it's strong enough to do rocks. So I want to get to the point where I can take all the stuff out of the back of my truck, make shelving in here, and then I can load the back of my truck up with some leaves. You know, it's not, I'm not going to, if I'm doing a yard, I'm not going to do a whole yard, but at least it'll be a decent amount. You know, it'll be at least half the leaves in the back of my truck. I can cover it with my little tarp, my cover thing, close it up, and then, you know, put the rest of them in my trailer here, you know, because that's why I want, a lot of people ask, why did I build it so tall, you know, and the reason for that is, number one, when I fill up this thing with leaves, I fill it up past the wood. I fill it up past the wood and as close to the front as possible, and then I tarp it. And the reason I do that is it leaves me enough room to put my zero turn on the back of the trailer. And then I can fill it up with a decent amount of leaves. So I said if I'm gonna be doing that, because I could have made things 6 foot tall or whatever. I'm 6'3". Number one, that would have been uncomfortable for me to walk around in here. And number two, it wouldn't have left me enough room for shelving. I want at least 2 feet of shelving, because one piece of equipment I want to put back here is my sprayers. I want to make a shelf for my sprayers, and my sprayers can stand up. I can bungee it so it won't fall off or whatever. And you know, my sprayer is about 2 foot tall, so that's why I want to make, you know, it 2 foot tall at least. And then the other benefit of having this cover is the fact that the same way as like when I put the leaves on my truck and then use the thing, and I put the cover on it, they won't get wet. One thing that used to happen with this trailer when it was open is the fact that I will get some leaves maybe on Monday, and then I won't be able to go to the dump until Thursday, And guess what? It got rained on heavy that night, maybe 2 days. By the time I get to the dump, it's not only a rack full of leaves, but they're soaking wet. And it makes it that much harder to get off, you know, by having this cover and everything being covered. It'll allow me for those leaves to stay dry. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. I know it's a lot of talking about nothing. Those who want to know about my trailer, congratulations. Those of you who long-time subscribers, you already knew all that stuff. But anywho, one thing I want to show y'all is these right here. If y'all can see what these are self-tapping screws. And the reason I put these in right here, so yeah, this wood is old. So what started to happen, it started to kind of warp. It had like a curve coming inward, you know, in the middle, like a bow. And so in an effort to straighten out that bow, I put these self-tapping screws in. For people who don't know, self-tapping screws are screws you can screw in the metal and it'll hold. And because it had that bow, and because it had you know, this is a tall structure, so it has a sway. I had to put a whole rack of those in there, you know. On this side I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 on this side. I got about 10 or 12 on that side too. So that helps secure it to the trailer, you know. You want to secure it at the base as much as possible. Down here, y'all can see in between this dirt and stuff, I got L brackets. And so that's what I secured the base of these 2x4s to. L brackets. You gotta love L brackets. I'm gonna show you where else I use L brackets. And then, you know, going up, that's what I attached this wood to, is these 2x4s, which I then did the cross beams. So now, like I told y'all, like I'm not no freaking engineer or no, you know, general contractor, so I don't know how to build stuff. So I kind of build it, but then I examine it. I'm a good problem solver. So once I actually build something, I sit back and I look at it and I'm like, all right, what kind of future problems are we gonna have? And as you can see, I put these, see these panels here? Those kind of, I could see in the future if it started to want to bow or something like that, then it would make the top board and the bottom board uneven. So I said, let me put these slacks here and these panels here to kind of hold the two boards together flushly. Then the second thing I noticed is these joints up here. If you see these joints up here, because it's so tall, it sways, right? And the only thing keeping the top of this structure secure is that point right up there. And so what I noticed is when I first originally built it, I built it with just screws. I just attached screws up there. Mind you, they were 3-inch screws, but the actual material that is screwed together is just wood. So with consistent swaying over time, I can tell that those screws were going to start to wear into that wood. So it needed some kind of sturdiness. My two options was to make like a kind of slanted piece of wood and attach that, but then at the same time it was still wood. I needed something more solid and metal. So what I did was I used L brackets. Like I said, gotta love L brackets. Let me see if I can show y'all here. See, I got a small L bracket right there on the front of these, and then for now I put a big 1L bracket, but as you can see, I left enough room to put a second one. You know, I'm trying to save some money. I don't want to put too much effort in, but at the same time, I don't want what I've done to fall apart. So, as you can see, y'all wonder why this strap is here. So, if you see right there and right there, I have hinges, you know. The front board, I screwed that down, which I'm going to put 2x4s on the sides right there. It's already starting to bow a little bit. 2x4s on the sides, and I might put some kind of cross beam through the middle because it snows around here, you know, whatever. Probably use L brackets to connect that as well. But yeah, so this part is kind of ironic. I made it like this with hinges so I can drop the top, so to speak. I can push the whole top, flip it. And I've only used it once. And the reason why I say it's ironic is because, as you can see right here, it got damaged. If y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, y'all can see that long crack there, and there's some damage up front there. If y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, I went and got, the reason why my trailer is still so dirty, I went and got some freaking field dirt for a job, right? And like, I'm thinking the stuff is gonna be sifted and like you know, fine dirt. No, it's like literally a wall of clay. And this loader had to like jam into the wall to break it up. Needless to say, it was big old chunks of fill dirt. And when he dumped it over the side, you know, it worked perfectly because I opened the top, I told him where to dump it. But when he dumped it over the side, it was hitting my 2x4. Boom, 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 big heavy hunks of dirt. And so it ended up cracking it. And that was before I could get the L brackets on. I literally had just bought the L brackets, but I didn't have time to put it on. But I didn't think this man was gonna be dropping big chunks of dirt on my 2x4. So I literally cracked it, but I didn't crack it to the point where it wasn't salvageable. So I'm definitely gonna put some extra L brackets over there to hold it in place. But I mean, once I put the L brackets on, it's very secure. I have the one on the bottom to help keeping it from sliding down. And I have the one on the side and inside to keep it from, help it from when it sways. You know, so just keep an eye on it. Like I said, everything I do is not permanent. This trailer is not permanent, bro. I got this trailer for $900. $900. And it was because the axle's bent on it. And when I got it, the brakes won't wire. I had to rewire the brakes, had to rewire some of the lights. And because the axle's bent, I wear out tires faster. So it's whatever. It's what it is. It's what I got. Eventually I'm gonna get a new trailer, but today's not that day. I'm gonna make this trailer look like a boss. Anywho, let me get in the house. I still gotta edit the video from yesterday, today, before 6 o'clock. So, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. Wait a minute. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. Stay tuned, and stay tipsy.